They say every hotel has its secrets, small things hidden behind polished walls and smiling receptionists. But in South Korea, there is one hotel where the mystery has gone far beyond whispers. Room 401. A door that has remained locked for years. A room never offered to guests. And a room that, according to the staff, does not exist. Yet travelers who visit this hotel often notice something strange. The elevator lists a 4th floor. The hallway has a sequence of room numbers, 399, 400, and then it skips directly to 402. But if you walk carefully, you'll find a door that looks different from the rest. Its frame is slightly warped, its paint a shade darker. The brass number plate has been scratched off, leaving only faint grooves where the digits once were. Locals call it the door to room 401. The story begins decades ago. According to longtime residents of the area, the hotel was built in the late 1970s. At first, it was just another modern accommodation for business travelers located near a bustling district. For a while, nothing seemed out of place, but within a year of opening, staff began reporting strange noises from the 4th floor. Guests complained of crying sounds at night, high-pitched, childlike, echoing through the walls. Guests in room 401 reported seeing a small child standing at the foot of their bed, watching silently. Some even described waking in the middle of the night to find tiny handprints smeared across the bathroom mirror, too high for any actual child to reach. The breaking point came one winter night when a guest was found unconscious in room 401. He claimed he woke to find the walls covered in children's drawings, messy stick figures, and smiling faces drawn in something that looked like soot. But when staff entered minutes later, the walls were perfectly clean. The man refused to stay another night and left the hotel before dawn. After several similar incidents, management closed off room 401 completely. They sealed the door, scratched out the number, and told staff never to speak of it again. The floor plan was quietly edited, and the room was erased from brochures. But legends only grow stronger when they're buried. Travelers began sharing stories online. Some claimed the hotel was built over the site of an orphanage that burned down in the 1950s, leaving dozens of children trapped inside. Others said room 401 once housed a single mother and her child, and both met a violent end within its walls. No official records exist to confirm either version, but the rumors persist. For years, the door to room 401 stayed locked. Guests walked past it, unaware of the whispers. But then, something unexpected happened, something that made the legend impossible to ignore. A traveler browsing Google Street View captured something chilling. While navigating the hotel's exterior, they noticed a reflection in one of the 4th floor windows. There, behind the glass, stood a child, pale, thin, with wide, dark eyes staring directly at the camera. The problem? That window belonged to room 401, the very room the hotel claimed was sealed and unoccupied. The image spread quickly across forums and social media. Some dismissed it as a trick of the light. Others argued it was an accidental capture of something far more disturbing. What unsettled people most was the child's expression. Not angry, not sad, just blank, like someone who had been waiting for years to be seen. Since then, travelers have tried to book the infamous room, but the staff always insist it's unavailable. Those who press further claim the employees become visibly uncomfortable, lowering their voices as if afraid of being overheard. Some guests even reported being told flatly, there is no room 401. Please stop asking. Yet the activity hasn't stopped. Guests in neighboring rooms, 400 and 402, continue to report strange disturbances. They claim to hear scratching on the walls at night, like fingernails dragging against plaster. Some say they've been woken by the sound of tiny footsteps running down the hallway, even though no children were staying on that floor. One traveler, curious about the rumors, left his phone recording overnight in room 402. In the morning, when he played it back, the audio captured hours of silence, until just after 3 a.m. That's when the sound of faint knocking could be heard, slow, steady, like small fists tapping on wood. Then, clear as day, a child's voice whispered a single word. Another guest described waking to the sound of breathing in their ear, only to find the outline of a small figure reflected in the window glass, standing behind them. When they turned around, the room was empty. What makes the story even stranger is the way the hotel responds. Unlike other haunted locations that profit from their ghost stories, this hotel denies everything. Management refuses interviews, ignores inquiries, and has allegedly threatened former employees who speak about room 401. Some believe this silence is proof the hotel is hiding something much larger. Theories abound. Some suggest that a tragic accident occurred during the hotel's construction, and the child's spirit has lingered ever since. Others believe the room was the site of something unspeakable, covered up to protect the hotel's reputation. And a few think the child isn't a ghost at all, but something older, darker, using the form of a child to draw people in. What unsettles visitors most is the idea that the child doesn't just want to be seen, it wants to be let out. Every recording, every whisper, every knock on the wall seems to echo the same message. Open. Whatever the truth, one fact remains. The door to room 401 is still there, hidden in plain sight, sealed, but not forgotten. And if you ever find yourself in that hotel, standing in front of the scratched brass plate where the number once hung, ask yourself this: if you heard a child's voice calling from inside, would you open the door? Because some believe the child of room 401 has been waiting for someone curious enough, brave enough, or foolish enough to answer. And when that happens, the legend will finally be complete.